Don't tee me up.
They ain't ready for it. They was sleeping on us, yeah, I know that they were snoring. But they waking up the triple doubles, yeah, we scoring. So cold with it, you might need a coat. K-Dot in the booth with Mike, they the ghosts. We be out here debating, it's all about the conversation. Y'all people be getting mad at the observation that we making. You know it's all fast, there's no cap in the raps or this podcast. Millennials versus the world. Millennials versus the world. Millennials versus the world. Millennials versus the world.
They ain't ready for it, no, but they ain't ready for it. Running so high, yeah, we had to get the song up. Yeah, now we really on the come up.
You know, man, millennials versus the world, man. It's your boy K-Dot Mims.
Hey, OG Meso. I ain't got nothing special.
You ain't got nothing special today? Alright, man, so we're gonna get into it, man. Episode 101. That means the Grizzly is real. We 3 episodes from 2 years of love, you feel me? But man, first of all, how was your week, bro? It's Thursday. How was your week, bro?
That was long, man. Like, dang.
This nigga, you tired. You tired.
Hey, look, all I know is, dog, working every day of the week is ghetto.
It is, bro.
It's ghetto. It's real ghetto, bro. Like, all jokes aside, like, I don't know what I was thinking, like.
Living that type of lifestyle?
No, I can't do it.
Me neither.
No, I'm just, like, businesses just keep popping up in my head to get out. Like, the escape strategy.
Bro, let me tell you what I'm so bad. Like, when I know that, like, I start to look for Mondays and Fridays not to be there.
Yeah.
I know that it's time for me.
To the point where you want to take off all Mondays and Fridays.
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, appreciate y'all checking in, man. Everybody on the line.
What up?
Everybody that's gonna be on this episode next week, man. So Daunte, you want the Daunte Wright? You want that?
Let's start with the Virginia police.
That's your territory.
Listen,
I'm gonna let you step on that, cause you know what?
Yo,
so it was the Virginia police pulled over a lieutenant from the Army.
Yep.
Everybody done seen the video. He was harassed, treated like unhumane. It was super crazy. They maced him, and he never really did anything, bro. Yeah. So that's your part. That's your part.
Let me give you the I guess what Twitter's been saying. There's a couple super conservative people on Twitter been dogging out the lieutenant, right? They said that they've never seen a lieutenant as arrogant, as privileged, as non-compliant.
They put a black person in privilege in the same sentence?
That's what they said, man.
So I was questioning you follow on Twitter.
Look, non-compliant. It was shared and retweeted. Non-compliant. They said that his demeanor warranted the energy that he received, right? But let's paint the picture for a second. Isle of Wight County, Virginia.
Paint that.
Growing up, I always knew that it's 2 things, and this is like super rural Virginia. A couple things. You don't speed.
Facts.
Because you don't want to encounter them.
No part of Virginia.
You don't want to encounter them at all.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of these counties, you know, they gonna make a lot of the money that they receive off of these tickets and stuff like that.
Facts.
And whatever
what's your thought on what happened though?
What my thought is absolutely trifling, ridiculous that okay, I'm gonna call the officer's bluff on a couple things, right?
Alright.
He pulled up. I'm talking about the fat one, right? I feel like the young white.
Too bad that's why I got on my speeding ticket. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I feel like the young white guy was. I'm gonna throw him some bells. Say he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. He was influenced by the fat guy. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
So now I gotta go for it.
It seemed like even though he was with it at the beginning,
yeah,
I could see his mood changing throughout the interaction. Right?
Yeah.
The fat guy, when he approached, of course they had their guns out.
Mike, can I cut you off real quick?
Do your thing, man.
Can I cut you off real quick?
Do your thing.
That's my problem with that whole cop. No, but peep this. You could tell he knew it was wrong.
Yeah, he knew it was wrong.
And still like,
and ain't stop it.
It won't like chill, abort.
Cause you can't.
Hey,
you can't.
Bro.
The culture that's established says I can't go against.
That's gang life, bro.
That's gang life.
That's gang life. All they need is a flag, bro. Bro, think about that.
Cause even dog.
That's
whatever gang you rep back home, right?
For sure. Whatever gang.
There was always one person like, hey yo, that's enough.
Chill. Even in the George Floyd case, how uncomfortable the Asian dude was, he never said nothing.
He never said nothing, bro.
Come on, man. So I'm gonna let you finish talking.
Boy, the fact that they are just as afraid to say something as they are to not do that.
Yes,
is an issue.
That's a fact.
That's an issue.
What part is that? What part is that? Is that what? That's going towards what?
That's between Suffolk and Petersburg.
If you remain quiet in the midst of trouble, you're just as good. That's a fact. Tamara said if you remain quiet in the midst of trouble.
Yes, absolutely. We in the military, because we talking about a lieutenant, we call that a passive bystander.
Facts.
A passive bystander. Yeah. You are clearly looking at something that you should intervene in.
For sure.
But you don't. Long story short, they ain't never said this in the training, but you ain't got the guts to say nothing.
For sure.
You ain't got the guts to say nothing.
Bro, I feel like if he was to say something, he might as well quit his job because he ain't gonna be able to go back to the other cops like, yo, I stopped this.
Yeah.
But I mean, my thing is, and no disrespect to
But why is that the issue though? Why is that his thought process? The same way the lieutenant was afraid to move his hands from where he was.
Yes.
It's the same fear that the cop had to stop what was going on. The same reasons. He felt like he couldn't get out of it.
Gang culture. You can't Mike, I'm gonna say gang culture. Bro, let me understand something. How many times have you been in a place and we not in gangs? How many times you been in a place and you about to ride with who you came with and you know they dead ass wrong? We about to get in a fight in this club.
I got you.
Yo nigga that you came with bumped him. Excuse my language, I'm sorry. Who you came with bumped him.
Yeah.
It's about to get rowdy.
Yeah.
It's about to go down.
I totally understand. Yeah.
Game coach, but you don't just exit out of that. Like, come on now.
You gotta ride, but the only difference is they pay professionals. That's the difference, right?
No comment.
That's the difference. But so it's a couple phrases from that altercation I want to highlight.
Highlight it, Bo. Say what you got to say, Bo. Don't hold back now, Bo.
The man asked. No, the lieutenant said, "I'm afraid to get out of the car," and the man said, "You should be."
God.
What does that mean? Translate that for me, man. You should be.
You might die tonight. He said you gonna ride the lightning.
You gonna ride the lightning.
Before he even got up to the car.
Was anything about the lieutenant like threatening? Was anything that he did?
Oh yeah, what's up?
Out of the norm, out of the ordinary.
You asked, was anything he did threatening?
Right.
It was one thing he did was very threatening.
He showed up with black skin.
Okay, you got it. That's okay. All right, bro. Daunte Wright.
It's threat number one,
hey, bro. Daunte Wright. We can get off that. Daunte Wright, bro. I'm not. You don't know what? I'm sorry that young man lost his life. I feel for his parents. Prayers and positive energy go out to him. But this story is like a record on repeat, bro.
Yeah.
It's like when you drive, when you going on a long trip and you listen to the same radio station.
And we gotta justify why we shouldn't die every 3 months.
Like, come on, bro.
Every three.
While the George Floyd trial is going.
Listen.
It's another trial.
I'm gonna say this.
Come on, man. You can't convince me.
At some point in time, I don't know if I was listening to Shannon Sharp this morning, and he was talking about it's not about politics. It's about what's right and what's wrong, right?
Facts.
And if you always find yourself on the side of what's wrong, then it's not a moral gauge of you and your beliefs. It's in your nature.
Factual.
Some people have it in their nature to not do what's right.
Factual.
When it comes to other people outside of them.
And then if you look at the percentage of like people that work for the law enforcement, just look at the percentage of how a certain group of privileged people are. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Bro.
Like,
listen, bro. Listen.
How we going?
Listen, bro. Listen. It's a. I saw somebody said this on Twitter, bro. I got up out of my bed and I was like, I agreed. At some point in time, the black community gonna have to make a choice.
What's the choices?
Should we even align ourselves with those type of organizations, whether it's the police officers or military?
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Based on the fact of, are we in return getting like the value out of it that we deserve? Right? Like,
that's a slippery slope.
It's a slippery slope.
It's a slippery slope.
It's a great question that we have never had posed to us.
But the thing I don't like that I really and again, Daunte Wright sending positive energy. We about to get on some ratchet stuff with Usher real quick, but we gotta finish addressing the real stuff.
Right.
But with the knowledge and the we just woke up, bro, not too long ago as black people.
Not too long ago, bro.
Like, we just woke up as black people. So to think that we're all gonna get everything that everybody's what they're saying is true.
Right.
But like, bro, can you really say that we know what's going to what it's going to take?
No.
But it's not a problem though, because we just learned that it takes group economics. It takes skill sets. It takes every education. It takes all that stuff. So I don't think it's fair to put on us like, oh, we got to do this right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Not too long ago, the Roots come out, and we like we figured out that, oh snap, oh there's another war being. You know, they're like it's not. We haven't been in this game for that long. When I say this game, I'm talking about like the free experience, right? Like
facts.
Like
even the thought of freedom.
Listen, 1865 was what, about 170 years ago.
Okay, math.
Listen.
Okay.
Yeah.
He did that on his calculator before we got on. He said, I'm gonna come on and say,
hey, listen,
1865. That's what's
there's humans that are 100, right? That are alive. So we talking about another generation or so after that. Like 170 years of freedom is baby talk. That's baby talk.
That's facts.
We're crawling.
This is your bag.
We're crawling. We're crawling from freedom still, and we haven't figured out if we should be.
This is your bag, and you going.
We haven't figured out. Yeah. Look, I'm ISO.
Yeah. Hey, what Kobe used to say?
Yeah.
Hey, what Kobe used to say?
We haven't figured out if we should be speaking English yet. We ain't figured out if we supposed to be participating in the government yet. We ain't figured out if we should be here yet. We haven't figured out if the establishment that we built is for, if it's worth fighting for. Still in the crawl phase. We ain't stood up. We ain't start pulling up on stuff yet. We ain't learned to walk yet. And this isn't a slight. This is literally talking like comparing.
Oh yeah, Mike.
Like the maturity of 170-year-old free people to like humanity, right? Like, listen.
Hey man, if y'all let Brother Mike X get his bag, he gonna go, man. If y'all let Brother Mike X.
So that's why I always throw his bell when we go through our trials and tribulations, because I understand.
Right.
I understand why we are in the conditions that we are in, why we may be a little confused, why we may be stuck on, some traditional ways.
Yeah.
But bruh, at some point in time,
when you say traditional ways, what? Let's not. No. We gonna mess around. Not what you said before, the traditional part. I ain't want to go down that road because I got a whole nother opinion about tradition. Usher bucks, man. You heard Usher, man. Usher was in the club. So every male that's watching this right now.
What type of club he was in?
A strip club, boy.
Strip club.
I'm in love in this club, yeah.
Yeah.
In this club, yeah. So he's in a strip club, and the girl claimed that she left him Usher bucks. You feel me? I'm not. Can we agree that every man that's watching this is going here that's been to a strip club? We can agree on that, right?
Yeah.
That's some arrogant stuff to leave some money with your face on it. Even though, other reports say she got paid.
You can't even write that off on your taxes. Go.
No, who imprinted that though? So
I didn't even think about that. Like that. Did that come from a
was that disrespectful from him?
Yeah, absolutely. That's. I would put that in the category of like dirtbag.
God, man.
You went to a strip club.
He's a legend though.
No. He's a legend though.
You got me.
You cannot not pay for the service that's being rendered to you.
Okay.
Yeah, Yeah, like
What type of service?
That walk that got that
Hey, what type of service?
In the words of Lauren, that thing, that thing.
How much you used to leave at the club when you was there? And Usher bucks. Don't say you're real.
Ain't never documented. Document how much I love.
Could you pay your rent that month?
Hey dog, it was shaky. Hey, if you gonna go,
all I'm saying is,
if you gonna go, listen. All I know is, Usher, come on, dog.
Hey, we're gonna jump into the episode, man. So this week's episode, man, we talking about male ego, bro. So male ego is one of those things that's needed.
Yeah, it's great that we jumped into that from the Usher thing, because
that's
a lot of ego. That's a lot of ego.
That's a lot of ego. That's a lot of ego. So man, what makes egos be our pride and joy? Even though we debated this off camera.
Yeah, and the fact that the male ego is like our calling card. That's like our base that we go throughout life with. Like, this is what I'm into. You know, you can't move me off this block.
Yeah,
it's a scary thing because it don't be based off no reality sometimes, right?
That's true. That's true.
Like, we may have I guess a perspective of ourselves that's false that we carry with us, and that's how we interact with people. But why we do that? I think we covering up a lot of things sometimes, man. I would say primarily the ego that we carry around with us is a forged version of what we think we are of ourselves. If not what we think we are.
Out of 10 dudes, who got a false ego?
Yeah, man. Hey, where we at? What we talking at?
Man,
I'm in Vegas or what?
I don't know.
What we
out
at?
Of 10, no, I ain't doing all that. Out of 10 dudes, who got a false ego? Out of 10.
6. I just want to go a little bit over.
So I got a question. I got you. Respect. Okay. But why, and this may be controversial, but I'm going to say it anyway. Why if women are, they're nurturing, they're so, like, they are nurturing by nature.
Right.
We can have a little ego by nature?
Oh, we should.
But they get the okay card by it, and we don't.
I agree, and I would put that in the stereo or in the double what is it called? The double what is it called when you got like two perspectives on things or two different
double standard.
Double standard bag of that's just one we gonna lose. Like, we can't walk into this world feeling a certain way about ourselves the same way women do.
For sure.
Yeah, simply because a lot of the rules that we've made up traditionally, we don't make the rules no more to it. Especially like when it comes to relationships and we can't. I ain't even.
No, say what you about to say.
How many times has a man dissed a woman on the same grounds that a woman would diss a man? Like, hey, I think me and you aren't seeing eye to eye. I don't think your career goals are in line with my aspirations. I don't think
the dude saying that.
This is a dude talking.
Come on, bro, he'll be crucified.
Listen, I don't think. Is
that ego or facts though? You can't.
It's facts. It's facts, but it's gonna be perceived as ego. It's gonna be perceived as ego. Like, dang, what dude talk like that? Only because we don't do it, bro. We don't do it as much as we should. I believe that.
Yeah, but I think the problem is once we learn, this is gonna be so bad. Once we learn those things, I think it comes to a point where we learn them, but we had a strong woman by our side to realize that about us.
Yeah.
So a lot of times we don't come to that conclusion.
Yeah, I agree.
Dolo.
Yeah. I feel like I reached my ego pinnacle after I was like married.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. And it's like, but in the same note, it's just kind of like some of the things that still get deemed as like egotistical or like that's too much ego. I kind of had before. Like, I think any athlete that's been any type of good on any level, you have to have an ego.
Absolutely.
Like, if you don't, you just really not an athlete.
You can hurt yourself.
Yeah, like what are you doing?
Not thinking that you about something.
Yeah, like why'd you go to the doctor and say turn and cough left and you hold your nuts if you ain't gonna watch that compete? Like you pull out your nuts in front of a dude not to go compete.
Yeah, that's dope.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm saying
let's get to the fakers, bro. So the dudes that be having an ego that don't be about that. how does that hurt the dudes that should be standing up for themselves?
Because they're all lumped together.
They're all lumped together.
There's no such thing as like good dudes and bad dudes. There's just dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, get it on a shirt, boy. Get it on a shirt.
You know what I'm saying?
We don't get the good. What you saying is good dudes don't get tangible credit for being good dudes.
No, it's just
they'll just say it like, oh yeah, you're a good dude.
Yeah.
But nothing else follows that.
No, it's
like I don't get no
dude.
Extra like nothing. I don't get no extra benefit of the doubt.
No.
I don't get no extra
overtime.
Like, nothing. I ain't gonna give you no extra like, oh, you get an extra chicken wing. Nothing. It's just acknowledgement like, yeah, alright, yeah, you ain't like
but
them.
in reality, dudes are just dudes. Because if you think about it, if you really truly think about it, bro, I'm not even being funny. If you really think about
dudes are dudes. Yeah.
How much separation do you really get from your counterparts?
Mm-hmm.
And let's take marriages out of it.
Okay.
From your counterparts. When you walk up into a situation, you're gonna be evaluated from the ground.
Yes.
The bare minimum.
Yeah.
And then you prove the worth up. It's never like what do you bring to the table.
Let's chop that up for real quick.
You see what I'm saying? Like
from the ground, literally, like from your shoes.
Yeah, you gonna be like
to your head. What's in your head?
You understand what I'm saying? Like even if you pull it at a time, like even when we was hooping,
right,
months ago,
right.
No dude in there was like really crazy egotistic. I'm talking before we actually started playing because like we up on Saturday morning hooping. When you got responsibilities, you got to wake up 7 o'clock in the morning. So everybody knew they're about something because we got other stuff to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you walk into
won't nobody live in that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if you walk into another atmosphere to hoop, it's like, oh, hold on, bro. Like, like, let me see what, like, well, you know what I'm saying? Because dudes are so threatened by, you know what's so funny? The more threatened another guy feels, that lets you know how secure you should be. Like, if you walk in the room and the dude's like, oh my gosh, like,
listen.
You feel me? It'd be crazy because it ain't even worth.
I don't know if it's like a me thing, but I enjoy when energy changes in the room. Like,
for sure.
When I walk in, if the energy change, I know like
for real. God forgive me. God forgive me. God forgive me.
Hey, look. I know. Oh yeah, I'm doing something right.
Come on, man. It's already
Yeah, the dudes is quiet in this joint. And it's not like an intentional thing that I seek. You know what I mean? Like, but if it happens, I'll be like, dang, let me check. Yeah, okay, all right, what we on? Like, all right.
For sure, no doubt.
Yeah. Because I know what type of dudes wouldn't let that happen.
That's a fact.
I know what type of dudes wouldn't let that happen. Like, this is 100% ego talk real quick. 100,000% ego talk. Like when I talk about what I would do or wouldn't do athletically, you know what subjects I try to stay inside. Like I ain't gonna do no goddamn basketball talk or no rugby talk or nothing like that.
For sure.
We talking like cleats and stuff.
You know how to get it in.
Yeah. You gotta show me you know, Goliath. Like what Goliath at? Like what we doing?
So why do we value that so much? That was the original question. Why do we value
it? I think dudes seek validation.
They drunk so long.
How I know that?
The red light.
Around the record?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Go ahead. This thing.
I think dudes are covering up from getting the lack of validation we get from the outside. So we try to find it from ourselves sometimes, bro. I think that's what it is.
Okay.
Wait, what you think? What you think?
Why we value it?
Yeah.
Because I think
whether it's fake or not, why do we value it?
Because I think sometimes as dudes, it's all you got to hold on to. Yeah. So like if you give, you know, most dudes that's really egotistical came from that like grew up of survival. Like I ain't coming to this world to like I didn't come into this world to like I ain't coming to this world to figure out if I'm trying to make it.
Right.
I came into this world trying to figure, hey, I gotta make it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it ain't really too much. It ain't really too much that I'm gonna take knowing that it's me versus you.
Right.
But that's who we are, and I think it's more so. It can be case by case. You feel me? But like the way I think is like, bro, I gotta eat.
Right.
And if I ain't eating, who is?
Absolutely.
But oh God, did ego help you get to this point?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
How much of it though?
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna say all of it, bro. I'm gonna say all of it. Only because.
Explain that.
Only because I think I translated it. I think I saw.
They so coming out the bag tonight.
I think I translated like the ego into like value, right? Like the way I felt about myself. I started to act on it.
Got you.
Yeah, like I started to.
So was it false before, and then you believed it, and then it started. Then it became real.
Started to manifest. Be Simone.
Positive though.
Absolutely. Like I had one person tell me like, oh yeah, you pretty good at this. I was like, oh, for real?
That's what's up.
Yeah, and from there, bro, like stuff started to pile up, and next thing you know, bro, like other people outside started to notice. I'm like, yo, okay. They with your boy, like, hey, bro, and I think it was helpful only because I think I was able to separate like the platinum from the bronze. Like I knew what was real, and what was fake, and I was like, all right, it is fake, but that's what I'm trying to be. That's what's up. Let's just be it.
You know why I did that? Because I'm thinking to myself like, damn, bro, I think mine is more the opposite. I think my ego kind of hurt me. But not being that like over egotistical, but like not enough. Because in a lot of situations, I'm like, nah, I think I'm tripping. Like,
gotcha. So what you saying? You had the ego, but you didn't invest in it.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes, because I'm gonna say from birth to about 27, real shit. Oh boy, I'm sorry. Birth to about 27.
Okay.
It was more like. I try to put it aside to like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to see the bigger picture.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to see the bigger picture, and when I think of opportunities, I'm like, like somebody say something or do something, I'm like, that was completely ego based.
Gotcha.
And I'd be like, like they not. You decipher through it, but in reality, I should just fire back with ego and like, oh, we're gonna do it because in my mind, I'm like, they can't be thinking like that for real, like. Because ain't that stupid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Have you missed any opportunities because of that?
Boy, have I. So, when we say opportunities, I think I miss, when it comes to ego, I think I miss more opportunities because I downplayed it so long that when I needed it, I couldn't re-trigger it.
I got you.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
But now, not egotistical, but now, like, I value and believe in myself so much.
Right.
Bruh, if I know it's worth it, and you say drive to Wisconsin tomorrow, and I know that drive gonna be a lot, and it's gonna be a lot of bread spent. But that experience and that value that's gonna happen over there, I'm going because I miss opportunities scaling it back because it ain't. You know, a lot of times you think about like missing opportunities because I'm like, hey man, F this, bro. Like I'm better than this. Like, that's what you think about when you say miss opportunities. Absolutely. Not me, bro. I'm more like, you know what? This ain't my time.
Right.
Dumbass.
Right.
You can say it. Dumbass.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah.
And then when I look back at it, I'm like, and you know, granted, some things worked out one way, some things worked out another. But looking back at it, I think the experience of the opportunities are more valuable than what comes out of it. That's what I hate that I miss.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't really.
Yeah. I feel like I missed a lot of opportunities that I should have like I guess push the chips all in on.
Yeah.
Only because, like, even with, like, embracing, like, whatever ego I thought I had, like, I feel like all the opportunities that I've gotten recently is somebody else seeing something to me that I still didn't see.
Okay.
So I feel like, I'm saying in return that I know that I missed something that I should have had also then.
Gotcha.
Like that couldn't have been it. Like I feel I feel like I've had a good stretch. Like the last 5 years have been like a great stretch, right? Like a great stretch, but it hasn't been because I pushed the issue.
It's been because
somebody. I feel like somebody else saw something that I ain't that I probably ain't even like. You know, you can have a ego and you know like, oh yeah, I know I can do this. I know I can do that. Yeah. But you ain't said it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I feel like I think I've been able still to like advertise myself without like not being in the business of advertising, where somebody else can be like, oh yeah, that's for him.
Okay, I got you.
So I feel like I still missed something though. Like I feel like
because you didn't jump out there,
right? Because I ain't pushed the issue. Like
shit.
So whatever I got.
What age we talking from? This stopped at age.
I would say it started at.
Be real now.
Probably about 27. I would say about 28.
It stopped or started?
Started at probably 26. Started at 26. I'm gonna tell you this, man. I probably had one of the best people to come into my life, a supervisor, bro. Alright, we're going full transparency.
Go, yeah,
full transparency.
For sure. Why you giving this?
So when I
authenticity.
So when I started my career, you know, I'm just going through the motions. You know, I'm trying to figure out life.
Going to the strip club, giving Usher bucks.
Right. Hey, New Orleans was crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
When you first, you know,
kissing women in the mouth.
See, come on now.
Yeah.
So and you know, I'm still trying to figure out life first, and then like the career thing. You know what I mean? And I got this one boss that, you know, he came in, black guy. This is a perfect example why it's important to have black people, you know, come into your spaces or whatever.
Okay.
And he told me that they had rated everybody within my class at the job, right?
Alright.
Out of like 10 people, I was number 7.
Alright. That hurts your ego or something?
Number 7. Let's talk about that for a second. Out of 10 people, that was my like exact job in a job with only like 15 people there.
Did that bother you?
He told me that my supervisor rated me number 7. He told me to my face.
That hurt you is what you're saying.
At the time, I didn't care. That's the issue.
All right. Oh yeah.
At the time, I was like, okay, so what? And he said, I know.
And you were how old?
About 23.
Oh, that don't count. But go ahead.
Right. But he said, but I'm not 7. I know that their expectations of a human aren't what you are.
Good, great.
And he gave me like, hey, over the next 2-3 years, you need to do this, this, and this. I don't care what you want to do. This is what you gonna do.
Did you follow that list?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
yes, sir. So by the time I was 26,
yeah,
all of those opportunities that I still was too scared to jump out on, started to come, bro.
Yeah, that's how.
Yeah.
How old was the dude that was telling you that?
I would say late 30s, early 40s.
That's how it be, bro.
Because one person that sees something in you.
Man,
that you don't see, bro.
But you know what's crazy though? I found that if you,
I'm gonna hit him up tonight, goddamn.
I'm gonna tell you something.
I know you sleep with your wife, but hey, bro,
why you know he's going with his wife?
I'm just guessing. I hope he goddamn.
I didn't know they still together.
Hey, listen, I'm always hope for the best, goddamn. Hey, you don't guess no.
Hey, well, what I was saying though is, you know what's crazy? Hey, you know what's crazy though? If you think about it. Like, if you get around a group of alpha males, right?
Right.
Most egotistical niggas you can probably beat.
Right.
Off, you know, like behind the scenes.
Right.
It don't really get involved.
It don't.
That be the craziest part. Like, it don't never be no like.
But the crazy thing is, me and him clicked over some ego stuff. He did a light skin joke, bro, and I told him I literally told him I'm gonna wreck this place in here.
You ain't like me called light skin.
No, he did, because I had like some chapstick, it was cold, and I put a chapstick on. He was like, oh, look at that light skin stuff.
Yeah.
And I said, you want to see some more light skin stuff?
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. And he was like, all right.
Yeah, I take our shirts, I'll start rubbing chest.
No, but he was like, all right, we got to go to my office, because, you know, like my job.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
And, but he got it.
Then you took your shirt off. Then you took your shirt off when you got to the office.
Hey, nigga felt it. You know what Birdman say, the Charlemagne? If it was an issue, you would have felt me.
Yeah. He would have felt you? Hold on. He would have felt you? Hold on.
Let me check again.
Hold on.
Crazy.
Hold on. If it was an issue, he would have felt you.
No.
What kind of problems y'all have?
Nothing.
He was cheating.
Just.
Hey, man, what's next? Hey. Has it? Oh God, have you been in friends, relationships, or with family members where ego kick?
This nigga.
You want me to take it? You want me to take it, or you gonna take it?
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
Yes, all the way around. If your name is not Brittany Mims, see.
Ooh. Yeah. You gotta edit that part out.
Crazy as hell. Niggas know who my wife is.
Oh, I ain't know you did the whole government thing. Let it fly.
Yeah, you feel me? Yes, in every aspect. I think the only people that haven't switched up on me know who they are. Mm-hmm. And when I say switched up, I don't mean did me dirty. I just mean like ego got involved. I can pick family members. I can pick friends.
Cause you could not do me dirty and still be a hater.
Come on, bro. But you know what's crazy?
I tell my wife that all day long. That people be hating.
It ain't even about hate. You know what it's really about? Is that, you know, one of the lines that, you know, I feel like when you rock with somebody on a certain level, you always say, what's understood ain't got to be explained.
Right, that's fact.
Once we get into an argument,
right,
and I got to start explaining.
Yeah.
And when I say I explain it, I'm talking, if me and you get into it,
right,
and you got to start explaining your intentions,
right,
and you got to start.
That means we ain't got to understand each other.
There ain't nothing, bro. Yeah, nothing else to talk about.
Okay, if I gotta explain my intentions, that means I'm trying to justify why I'm not a dirtbag to you.
Yeah, and if I know you, and if I rock with you, and we do what we do,
that's facts.
Like what?
That's facts.
They ain't no need to get into all that. Yeah. So, man, when I say ego has killed her, I mean to the point where I'm talking to the point lifelong friendship.
Don't tee me up.
They ain't ready for it. They was